Hi everyone, welcome back to another chapter that is chemical kinetics. So we know chemical kinetics is associated with the rates of chemical reaction, the factors influencing them, etc. So in this chapter we can discuss in details the various aspects of chemical kinetics. First of all, we know by definition chemical kinetics is the branch of chemistry which deals with the study of rates of chemical reactions, the factors affecting them, and also the mechanism by which these chemical reactions proceed. So these things are generally included in or generally termed as chemical kinetics, the rates of chemical reaction and the factors influencing them. We can define the rate of a chemical reaction as the ratio of change in concentration of reactant or product with time. So we can say it is the ratio of change in concentration of either the reactant or the product with time. So for a general reaction of the type A giving B, we can express the rate of reaction in two ways, either in terms of reactant or in terms of product. So if you are specifying the rate in terms of the reactant, we can say rate of a reaction is the rate of decrease in concentration of reactant with time. That is, rate is equal to minus of delta A by delta T. We'll give a minus sign to indicate that the concentration of reactant decreases with time. We know a reactant decomposing to product. So with the passage of time, the concentration of reactant goes on decreasing, and that is indicated by a negative sign in the rate equation. And if you are explaining the rate in terms of concentration of product, we can say the rate of increase in concentration of product. That is the rate of reaction. That is, rate is equal to change in concentration of product, delta B by delta T. In these two ways, we can express the rate of a chemical reaction. Next is, we have two types of rate, average rate and instantaneous rate. So the rate of a reaction we can express either as its average rate or its instantaneous rate. Average rate of a reaction means it is the ratio of the total change of concentration to the time needed for the change. That means for a chemical reaction, we know at different times the rate of the reaction may not be the same. Initially, there will be more reactant, so the rate of reaction will be more in the initial phase. It may decrease or at some points it can increase. So that means the rate of reaction may not be same at all time. So if we consider the total change in concentration and the time needed for the change, and if you take the ratio of these two, you will get the average rate of reaction. So average rate equals total change of concentration divided by time needed for the change. Now, another convenient method of expressing rate of reaction is as instantaneous rate. Instantaneous rate is the rate of change of concentration of reactants or product at a particular moment of time is called instantaneous rate. So that means when we consider the rate of a reaction for a very small period of time. So for a very small period of time means for that short period of time the rate of reaction remain more or less constant. So that is the advantage of measuring instantaneous rate. So we can write instantaneous rate is equal to d of A, concentration of A by dt. So that is the two types of, and these are the two types of rate, average rate and instantaneous rate. Now, unit of rate. We know rate is equal to concentration by time. So we can express the unit as mole, liter inverse, second inverse. If the concentration is given in moles per liter and if the time is in second, we can write the rate unit of rate as moles liter inverse second inverse, or we can write mole liter inverse minute inverse if the time is in minutes, whatever it be. So that is about the rate. Now let's see the various factors affecting the rate of a reaction. So we have different factors which are responsible for the variation in rate of reaction. And one of the factor, the most important factor is concentration of reactant. There is always a direct correlation between concentration and rate of reaction. That means rate of reaction is found to increase with increase in concentration of reactants. We know if we have a large number of reacting molecules, there will be more collision between them, and that results in more extent of or more, that will increase the speed of the reaction. The second factor which affects rate of a reaction is catalyst, the presence of a catalyst. We know catalyst is a substance which can alter the rate of reaction without undergoing any change by itself. So a catalyst means it can alter the reaction. It can increase, or in some cases the catalysts are used to decrease the rate of reaction. So we can generally define a catalyst as a substance which alter the rate of a reaction without undergoing any change by itself. So we have two types of catalyst, a positive catalyst and a negative catalyst. Mostly we are using positive catalyst in order to speed up reaction. But in some, like for example, if you have Haber process, you will use spongy iron for the conversion of, or for the combination of N2 plus 3H2 giving 2NH3, that is Haber process using spongy iron as catalyst. So here the role of the catalyst is to increase the rate of reaction, while there are some reactions which need to be stopped at a particular point. So in that cases we can add negative catalyst to retard the rate of reaction. So in that way we have two types of catalyst, positive and negative. Another factor is temperature. Temperature is also having a direct impact on rate of reaction. With increase in temperature, there will be an increase in the rate of reaction that we can discuss in detail in Arrhenius equation. Effect of temperature on the rate of reaction. Another factor which affects rate of reaction is presence of radiation. Presence of radiation means this is applicable in photochemical reactions. Photochemical reaction means light assisted chemical reaction or radiation assisted chemical reaction. So for these for these photochemical reactions, if we have enough radiation, the presence of radiation is the key factor to increase the rate of reaction. We know photosynthesis is an example. Photosynthesis, the rate of photosynthesis will be faster if there is enough radiation, if there is enough sunlight. So that is another factor affecting the rate of photochemical reaction. Next is surface area of reactants. So for surface reactions, the rate of surface reaction increases with increase in surface area of reactants or catalyst. So usually when we use solid catalyst, their role is to provide a surface for the for the reaction to occur. So the catalyst provide a site for the reaction to occur. So with increase in surface area of reactants or even the catalyst, we can have an increase in the rate of reaction for surface reactions. So these are the various factors affecting rate of a chemical reaction. Next we can see the rate law expression. Rate law is a mathematical expression denoting the experimentally observed rate of a reaction in terms of concentration of the reactant species. So this is an experimentally derived expression, and for a general reaction of the type AA plus BB giving CC plus DD, we can write the rate of reaction. The rate law expression we can write from kinetic study. That means from kinetic experiments only we can write down the rate expression, and that is called rate law. So it is a mathematical expression denoting the experimentally observed rate in terms of concentration of reactant species. So we can write for this reaction, the rate is equal to a constant K into concentration of A raised to M into concentration of B raised to N. So here K is the constant called rate constant. A and B, this square bracket one represents the molar concentration of the reactants, M and N are the powers of concentration of reactants A and B respectively. So this M and N means they are determined experimentally, and these are not equal to the coefficients. It can be equal to the coefficient but not always. So we can say M and N are not exactly equal to A and B all the time. So this M and N are experimentally determined quantities. So this is the rate law expression. Another important term in kinetics is order and molecularity. Order and molecularity of a reaction. We can say order is the sum of powers of concentration terms raised in the rate law expression. So in the previous slide we have seen for a general reaction the rate law expression we have written as K into A raised to M and B raised to N. So here the sum of powers of A and B, that is M plus N, is called order of a reaction. So order is the sum of powers of concentration terms raised in the rate law expression, and this is an experimentally determined quantity. While molecularity is the number of reactant molecules which undergo simultaneous collision to give the products. So simultaneous collision in the sense how many reactants are colliding at a time to give the products, and that number of reactants is called the molecularity of the reaction. So that is the difference between order and molecularity. Order is the sum of powers of concentration terms raised in the rate law expression, while molecularity is the number of reactant molecules which undergo simultaneous collision to give the products. Now let's see the difference between order and molecularity. First of all, we know that order is the sum of powers of concentration terms and molecularity is the number of reactant molecules which simultaneously collide to give the products. Another difference is order is an experimentally determined quantity while molecularity is a theoretical concept. Molecularity we can directly write from the balanced chemical equation, but order is not like that. We need to do kinetic measurements and we need to write down the rate law expression. From the rate law expression only we can write the order of the reaction. An order can have fractional values. We can have half order, 3 by 2 order, all are possible. But molecularity, since it is the number of reactant molecules which collide simultaneously, we can say it can have only integral values. An order can be zero. We can have zero order reaction, but molecularity can never be zero. So these are the various differences between order and molecularity of a chemical reaction. So these are the general ideas about chemical kinetics. We have seen the basic concepts, basic elements in chemical kinetics. We have seen the definition of rate of a chemical reaction, then the different ways of expressing the rate of a chemical reaction, either as average rate or instantaneous rate, then the unit of rate of reaction, and the various factors which are responsible for which affect the rate of a chemical reaction, such as concentration, temperature, then presence of radiation, surface area, catalyst, etc. So these are the various factors which affect rate of reaction. Then we have seen the rate law expression, experimentally determined rate law expression, then order and molecularity and the difference between the two. So these are the basic concepts, and the remaining things we can discuss in the coming videos. Thank you.